Good morning. Thank you very much for inviting me in this business conference. Yes, as it was mentioned, I'm a professional speaker, corporate trainer, and a teaching pastor. I spend my weekdays in the business world, training about strategy, leadership, performance, emotional intelligence, and building relationships, especially helping organizations to build strong working teams. And I spend my Sundays in church as a teaching pastor. I'm so excited this morning for the choice of your topic, how to build a business brand. How to build a business brand. I have trained and spoken on this subject over 15 years. Today you're going to learn a lot. And let me begin by asking a question. What is a business brand? What is a business brand? I define a business brand as what identifies and differentiates one seller's good or service from all other sellers. What makes you unique? Not how superior you are from the rest, but how different you are from the rest. What makes you distinct? What makes you stand out? What makes your business to be seen from a distance? I will share with you some 4 principles on building a business brand. But before doing that, why should we be bothered with building a business brand? Why is it important to build a business brand? There are many reasons. Let me give you some 7 quick reasons why it's important to build a business brand. Number 1, you become confident as an entrepreneur. Isn't it true? You feel good when you know you're needed, you're wanted. People are looking for you. People are looking for your good or your service. You see, when you are a strong business brand, many people can identify with your brand. You become confident in what you're doing. Then you can do exploits. Number 2, your business stands out. You become recognizable from a distance. There's a human tendency of noticing someone dressed in white in a sea of black clothing. You can be spotted from a distance. When you look like everyone else, your customers are likely to bypass you in the market. But when you're uniquely dressed, distinctly positioned, you stand out. You are easily recognizable. Your customers, your target audience can see you from a distance. Number 3, when you are a strong brand, you attract customers, suppliers, and investors. When your brand is recognized by many, a lot of people want to be identified with you. Human beings don't like being lonely. They don't like being the only person buying from you. That's the straight thing. You know, if you are looking for such a shirt and you go to a boutique and the only shirt they have is this one, it's the only one in the boutique. Even though you like it, you may not buy it. You want to be spoiled for choice. You want to find a lot of shirts. You want to see a lot of people in that boutique. That enhances your confidence. If you go to a restaurant, you're the only customer, you start questioning the quality of their food. We would rather be in a place where we are waiting to be seated, rather than a place we have 10 workers and I am the only customer to be served. So when you're a strong brand, you attract customers, you attract investors and suppliers of goods and services. They are even willing to give you terms for what they are supplying to you. Number 4, when you're a strong brand, you focus your energy and your resources. You recognize what is on brand for you and what is off brand. And you're able to zero in to what is on brand. You are directional. You see, the reason many people fail is not that they don't know their purpose in life. It's not lack of passion, but lack of direction. When your brand is strong, all your energies, all your resources will concentrate, will be focused towards what is within your brand. When people give you suggestions and proposals about how they want to partner or collaborate with you, you can tell at a glance what is within your brand and what is off brand. So you don't scatter your efforts. You don't scatter your energy. Number 5, you make more money. Why? We are willing to pay more for a known speaker, for a known MC, for a known lawyer, for a known doctor, for a known architect. We are willing to pay more for a known consultant, for a known brand. We are willing to pay more for Tesla, for Mercedes-Benz, for a Range Rover. It's tested and proven than a new entrant in the market. So you earn more from your individuality. So you have always to ask yourself this question. Do I want to earn more from the number of hours I work or from my value per hour? So when your brand can be recognized by many people from a distance, they are willing to put more resources for your product or your service. Number 6, why a strong brand? You maintain high standards. You know people's expectations for you are high. You don't want to disappoint them. People have high expectations from you and from your brand. So that forces you to continuously improve yourself. So you are likely to maintain high standards. Number 7, why build a strong brand? You enhance business continuity. When people have confidence in your brand, you can't easily fizzle away. You realize you're accountable to others. They begin owning you. They begin owning your brand. The brand gains its own life, acquires its own life. So you just can't close down shops when you feel like. You're accountable to many. Many people identify with the brand. So the odds are enhanced for business continuity. Having said that, I want to share with you 4 aspects of building business brand. Number 1, business brand identity, your brand identity. Number 2, your brand value. What's your promise? What difference will you make in the market? What value are you adding to others? Number 3, visibility, brand visibility. How do you get to be seen? I want to persuade you. I want to give you tools to make your brand visible. And number 4, brand loyalty. How do you win loyalty from your customers? How do you lock your customers into your brand? How do they prefer you over other existing brands? That's the business I will do this morning. 4 things. Number 1, brand identity. Now, some of the thoughts I'll share with you today are radical. You may never find them in any business book or any video. Stay with me if you can. So I define brand identity from 2 perspectives. 1, brand image, and 2, brand perception. So for me, brand identity is about your brand image and your brand perception. Now, these 2 concepts sound similar, but they are not. Brand image is what we see. Brand perception is how we see your brand. So brand image is what we see. It's your name, your logo, your color, your design, your symbols. What's your brand symbol? Is it a lion? Is it an eagle? Is it a diamond? What is the symbol? What we see, the color, blue, red, yellow, black, white. What we see with the naked eye. How do we see your name? Can we easily buy into your name? Is your name memorable? What does your name remind me? Is it appealing? That's the brand image. And brand perception has to do with your mission, the reason for your existence as a business, your products, your services, your service delivery, your culture. How do your employees behave? What are your core values? Customers do not read your core values in your strategic plan or in your website, but in your employees, how you treat customers. That's how they see your values, your lived values, not your stated values. For many companies, there is a gap between their stated values and their lived values. And you see, literally, perception, you can't force it on the market. You can't force people to like you. Perception is how people see you. People's perception about you, about your brand. People's perception is their reality. Remember this, everyone is a brand. Every organization, every business, every person is a brand. Your brand is a person, is personal branding. That's a subject for another day. Your corporate brand is our focus right now. And every business is a brand. The actual differentiator is how strong is your brand. And the strength of a brand is how many people can recognize your brand. For example, over 4 billion people recognize the brand Facebook. That's a strong brand. Over 50% of the world can recognize that brand, Facebook. Maybe one of the reasons you invited me to speak today is because of my brand as a speaker. Over 1.45 million followers on Facebook. Over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Over 100 countries recognize my name. And that's important because if I am not a strong brand in public speaking, if I'm not a brand, why should I talk to you about a brand? If I am not a strong brand, then I fail on integrity test, credibility test. Now, if your business is only known by your mother, your cousin, your dad, your brother, your sister, about 20 people, it is still a brand, but a weak brand. It is not perceived strong by the market. And that's what we will focus on today. I will spend more effort to help you enhance your brand visibility. Because I repeat, I reiterate, people's perceptions are their realities. So when we are thinking about brand identity, we must think about the brand image and the brand perception. The brand image, the real question is your brand authentic? Have you copied other people's symbols and colors and logo and name? Are you authentic? Are you yourself? Or you're trying to live other people's brand? And when we think about brand perception, we are saying, are you distinct? Are you unique? What differentiates you from the rest? What makes you different? Not superior. What makes you different from the others? You're paid more for your individuality, not your superiority. You can have a strong product and people don't know it. And people are not willing to pay for it. It is how you position yourself in the market. So what differentiates you from the rest? For example, for me as a speaker, I differentiate myself by ensuring everything I teach is in my fingertips. I will never teach anything unless it's in my fingertips. And number two, I will not teach anything unless I live up to it. Credibility, authenticity. Now, this takes me to my second agenda this morning, and that's brand value. Brand value. And the question I want to ask you right now, what value are you adding? What value are you adding to your customers? If you're not adding value, you're seeking what to get out from people, you are going nowhere. No brand will be sustainable if you're focusing on what you can get from people. Every strong brand was built by seeking what to give to people. Jesus actually said it. You gain your life by losing it. What makes you great is by losing your life to the cause of humanity. Laying down your life for the sake of others. You have to ask yourself, am I really making a difference in the lives of people? That's the question. So I want to ask you some 4 questions. And the response to these 4 questions is your brand proposition as a business. Question 1, what do you do? Question 2, who do you do it for? Question 3, what do they want? And question 4, how will it help them? Question 1, what do you do? What are your products? products. What do you do? Question 2, who do you do it for? What's your target? What's your audience? Who are you focusing? Sometimes entrepreneurs tell me I'm focusing all customers. There is no such a thing. Even if everybody on this planet needs a phone, some phones are for the upmarket, others for the working class, others for the lower people in the echelon of incomes. There is nothing for everyone. You produce a car, there is a car for the working class. There is a car for the president and the queen. There is a car for those who are in construction industry. There is a car for those in rescue mission, like fire ambulances. There is no product for everyone. If it's social media, depends on the age, the dynamics. The house, is it for beginners, guys who've just left college? Is it for a young family? Is it for retirees who can't climb up the stairs properly, so they need bungalows, not mansionettes? There's no product for everyone. Who is your target? Number 3, what do they want? What's their need? What are their needs? The needs analysis. Don't try to address your needs. Address your customers' needs. Your business becomes sustainable when you address existential human problems, not the problems you're trying to create. Existing problems that you're trying to address. Only then will you have business continuity. And question 4, how will it help them? How will your solution help people? What is your promise? What difference will your product or your service make in the lives of people? What value are you adding? So I ask you today, how do you want to be known? How do you want to be known? The response to this question, and those 4 questions, is your brand proposition. Let me give you 4 examples. FedEx Freight. They want to be identified with logistics. Delta Airlines. They want, whenever you hear the word, the name Delta, you think airlines. YouTube, broadcast yourself. We have many broadcasting houses. When you hear YouTube, know you can upload your own video. Tesla Motors. We are all about automobiles. We are all about vehicles. What do you want to be known for? When we hear your name, what do you want us to hear? When people hear Dr. K and Jacob, they hear a speaker. My whole life is about speaking. Whether I'm speaking in a business meeting like this one, or whether I'm speaking in a church or a non-profit organization, whether I'm speaking in parliament for Senate, I have had the privilege of speaking for governments. When people hear Dr. K and Jacob, they hear a professional speaker. When people hear your business name, what do they hear? What do they think about? That's your brand identity. That's your brand value, your brand proposition. Number 3, your brand visibility. And the question here is this: are you visible? How many people can see you? That's the strength of your brand. Every brand is a magnet. How strong is your magnet? Every magnet attracts and repels in equal measure. There are people attracted to my brand. There are people repelled by my brand. They don't subscribe to my values. How strong is your brand? Answer: how many people are attracted to your business name, to your business brand? Now, I have a couple of names here I can mention to you: YouTube, Nikon, Google, Coca-Cola, Yahoo, Facebook, Samsung, Apple, MasterCard, Starbucks, Adidas, Amazon. All these are visible brands, globally visible. Now, you don't have to be visible in the whole world, but you can deliberately work towards your visibility. From being visible in your city, your state, to your country, to your region, to the whole world. You're systematic. And I teach a lot about strategies. You can't grow your brand overnight, but you can begin. Don't be bothered with your destiny. Be bothered with being in the right direction. Direction precedes destiny. Have you taken the first step, the right step towards your destiny? Enjoy the process. The end does not justify the means. The means justify the end. God is more concerned with who you're becoming than what you get. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Deliberately decide you're going to grow your brand. Others will not have to start from where you started. That's your legacy. Your children, your grandchildren can build on your foundation. Be the patriarch, the matriarch, upon which others will build that brand. Now, there are two media houses in the world. Please tell me, which media houses are these? There are two major media houses in the world. Can you talk to me now? I want to hear from you. Which are these two media houses? Don't tell me CNN. Don't tell me BBC. Don't tell me Al Jazeera. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. Two media houses, the traditional media and the digital media. These are the two media houses. The traditional media, we are talking about door-to-door marketing, branding. We are talking about brochures, billboards, wall branding, newspapers, TV and radio. It's amazing. This is an expensive media house, very expensive, but it works for some people. You know, door to door, going house to house, giving brochures, selling yourself, telling people about yourself, studying on busy roads and giving brochures and leaflets, billboards, directing people to your business, wall branding, branding your shop, newspapers, paying for ads in the newspapers, or even TV and radio. And then we have the digital media. We are talking about website, social media, emails, search engines, and mobile apps. Yes, just like popular apps like WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram, you can have your own mobile apps where people can access your information in that app. They can upload that app on their phones, on their iPads, on their laptops, and get your products right there. It works for some. Now my question is, do you want to use this 1960 traditional media house, or do you want to work with the 2021 digital media house? Now, I want to focus on how to create brand visibility through digital media. Creating brand visibility through digital media. And of course, digital media, you all know what I'm talking about. The likes of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Google. I want to suggest some 12 ways of doing it. Follow me if you can. This works. It has worked for me and many others. Number one, identify your target audience. Be clear who you are targeting, their age, their culture, their buying power. Where are they located? The geographical locus. Who is your target audience? Gender, religion, faith, beliefs. Who are you targeting? Is it the business world, the political elite? Number two, create a responsive website, interactive website, where you can respond to customers and potential customers. Number three, ensure your website loads fast. It must be within 9 seconds. Nobody waits for 10 seconds these days. Number four, optimize your local SEO, search engine optimization. When they search for a motivational speaker, professional speaker, inspirational speaker, does my name, Dr. K and Jacob, come on top? What names pop out? If you are a dentist listening to me and I go on Google and I search dentist near me, what name pops out? If you're operating a massage parlor, what names pops out? A restaurant. If you're a consultant, say you're a finance expert, you're an accountant, whatever you do in this life, what names pops out? Because I will go and search hotels near me. Which hotel comes out? Pops out. That's the search engine optimization. And you need to work with digital media consultants to help you optimize on your search engine. Number 5, choose 1 or 2 social media outlets. Some of us, we are frustrated because we are trying to brand ourselves everywhere. For example, for me, my top 2, Facebook, YouTube. A distant number 3, Instagram. So there are people who try to tell me, hey, be active in Twitter, be active in LinkedIn, be active in TikTok. You can't succeed in everything. Select 1 or 2 social media and focus your energy on those outlets. Number 6, create engaging content. Now, since the year 2014, I write and share an article on my Facebook page every day. I share a video on my Facebook page every day. Every day. Every week, I'm producing a new video on my YouTube channel, Dr. K and Jacob. Every week, I have over 800 videos in my YouTube channel. You have to engage the market with provocative content, content that people need. Number 7, update business information. Don't give stale information. Don't keep regurgitating on stale information. Have the latest information. Number 8, respond to customer reviews. That's what will keep your business running. Number 9, hold regular events. Let people keep seeing you. When people don't see you, they will create a story for you. When people don't see you, they will buy from the one they can see. Number 10, sponsor other companies' events. Go to a business conference like this one and ask, what is the cost of bringing my merchandise on a table at the conference hall? How much do I need to pay to be given a slot to speak for 5 minutes in that conference? Or simply just to have a table at the end of the hall. Now, number 11, guest blogging. Blog on popular platforms. Find out how much they will charge you for riding on a strong existing brand just to enhance your visibility. You know what you can achieve by just blogging on a popular site? In 3 months, you may not achieve on your own in 3 years. And number 12, hire an influencer. Let an influencer be your brand ambassador. Look for someone who is known and ride on them. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes it only requires you to ride on an existing brand. Let them advertise on their page, advertise on their YouTube channel. And this brings me to my 4th agenda this morning, and that's brand loyalty. Brand loyalty. How do you ensure customers come back? And actually, the question I'm asking you right now, do you have repeat customers? When customers buy from you, do they come back? You see, for me, if I speak in a company and they don't invite me again, for me, I think the message is clear. I hit below the belt. Something didn't sit well with the audience. Because if a customer is satisfied, I guarantee you 1 out of 1, they will come back. That's the human behavior. If they don't come back, something just didn't agger well. Call them and ask them, what is the issue? Where did I go wrong? What can I improve? Even if I don't have to come to your company again, just let me know what didn't sit well with you. Brand loyalty is the tendency of customers to choose the same brands instead of the competition for a prolonged period. How can they select you over and over again? That's the real question. Why should we be bothered with brand loyalty? There are many reasons, but let me give you 5. Number 1, it costs 5 times more to attract a new customer than to retain an existing customer. It's 5 times more expensive through adverts, sales, marketing, just hunting down for a new customer. Regrettably, most people focus on the other customer, whom they don't even have, who is not even their customer, rather than the one they already have. Remember, the one you don't have is not a customer. They are a potential customer. First, put your energy and efforts on who you have. Number 2, loyal customers need your least intervention. You don't need to keep explaining yourself. They have already bought into you. Number 3, loyal customers are your brand ambassadors. They tell others about you. They go preaching about you. Number 4, loyal customers silence your naysayers. They silence the voice of critics. When people attack you on social media, they say, hey, come on, I know that business. I know him. I have bought their products. I have tested them. They work. These guys are honest. I love that hotel. I love that hospital. I love that auditor. Come on, you can't attack them when I'm here. I don't know about your experience, but let me share with you my personal experience. These are good, credible, authentic, genuine service providers. Number 5, loyal customers cushion you when things look south for a while. They can give you chance to put your art and your act together. New customers, one slight mistake and they are gone. They disappear in thin air. But existing customers, they know you. You've been tested and proven. They are willing to give you time to put your house in order. Now, the most critical question today, and this will be my last aspect of this conference, how do we build brand loyalty? How do we build brand loyalty? Now, I don't want to say this in a bad way. I don't intend to be rude or arrogant, but this is similar with building loyalty with your own life partner. How do you ensure your spouse, your partner, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend is loyal with you? Regrettably, most people focus on their partner. They monitor them. They try to check what is going on in their phone, their email. They put their energy and their effort on trying to stop their partner from cheating on them. It does not work. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot control other people's behaviors. It's outside your control. If you want your partner to be faithful and loyal to you, you don't focus on your partner. You focus on me. You focus on yourself. What is true for loyalty with life partners is true for loyalty with customers. We are dealing with human beings. Human beings are technically the same. We are principally the same. So let me suggest some 7 ways to build loyalty with your customers. And the 7 suggestions I want to make this morning are very radical. Believe me, you won't find what I'm sharing with you in any brand manual, video, from any other lecturer. These are my original thoughts. They're radical. Open up your heart, open up your spirit. How do we build brand loyalty? Number 1, focus on your loyalty, not customer loyalty. Don't be preoccupied whether your customers are loyal. Ask yourself, am I loyal to my customers? Am I delivering on the promise? Am I giving them value? Am I making a difference in their lives? Is my product or my service making any difference? Can they count on me? Am I dependable? Number 2, focus on customer experience, not sales. Companies all over the world are focusing on their sales. Where are we this quarter? Have we dropped? Are the numbers high? Businesses are preoccupied with figures and numbers. And I'm inviting you now to a higher level of thinking, to a higher philosophy. Give customer experience. Focus on the customer experience. And you will never have to think about your sales numbers any single day. Give your customers a pleasant, memorable experience. Nobody can speak them out of an experience. Those who come for my mentorship program, the experience, what I do, the genuineness, the transformational programs, you can't speak them out of my programs. Focus on customer experience, not sales. Number 3, focus on customer complaints, not compliments. Most of us want to be complimented. We like it when the customer says, you're nice, you're good, I love the product, I loved your service. These are good things. But most people are never honest. Most people are doing PR, public relations. Most people want to tell you what your itching ears want to hear. I'm inviting you to a higher platform. Deal with the complaints and complaints. complaints and complaints, the issues they raise. That's what can take your business under. When you address the complaints, that's what will take your company far. So don't let compliments occupy your head. Focus on the complaints and address the gaps. Number 4, focus on loyalty incentives, not automated thank you messages. A lot of us want to send customers automated messages on WhatsApp, on text, emails, and we think we are doing very good because we sent a birthday message, we sent a thank you message, thank you for buying from me, see you next time. No! Focus on real value, loyalty incentives. If you buy from me 5 times, the 6th time is free of charge, or I give you 50% discount. In my gas station, when the others are buying $2 per liter, my loyal customers buy at $1.9 per liter. Focus on real incentives. Number 5, if you want to build brand loyalty, focus on building your business community, not closing sales. This notion of hit and run will not take you anywhere. You will never build a brand on hit and run. Create an online business community. It could be on WhatsApp, it could be on Facebook, but create a community. Why? People have a tendency of trusting peers. Peer review is more trusted than your business. So when they begin to communicate within that business community, guess what? They begin to trust your business because they receive testimonials from fellow customers. Number 6, focus on consistency, not perfection. Be seen every single day. People tend to trust what they keep seeing. People tend to trust who they keep seeing. Your brand gets trusted the more you are seen. So let your brand be in the target audience, in the mind of the target audience over and over again. People tend to trust what they see. People buy what they see, not what is superior. Don't be cheated that people buy quality. People buy what is convenient and what is available, until they're disappointed by what is convenient and accessible. We first go for what is accessible and convenient. Ensure you are seen. Be consistent. I told you I write articles every day since the year 2014. Whether it's Sunday, Christmas, whether I'm on holiday, it doesn't matter. My market can trust me. My readers know they can read every morning an inspirational message from me. I engage them daily, not when I feel like, not when I'm in the mood, every day. And number 7 and the last one, focus on your reputation, not character. I know this is tricky because character is being holistic. Character is a life of congruence. Who you are is what you get. Character is a big construct. It's the overarching value. You are not different faces to different audiences. But you know what? Customers don't care about your character. They care about their reputation. With all due respect, Elon Musk has divorced. People still buy their car. They don't care about his family life, his private life, his character. People don't care that Bill Gates has divorced Melinda Gates. They still buy Microsoft. People don't care that Jeff Bezos has divorced. We still buy from Amazon. Why? We are concerned with the reputation of Amazon, not Jeff Bezos' personal character. This is business. Business is different from church. Business is different from your private life. People's perception is their reality. You have to focus on your reputation, people's perceptions. That's what brand is all about. Your brand value is about people's perception. This is not your true value. Your true value is what God sees about you. Your self-image is how you see yourself. Your true value is how God sees you. Your brand value is how people see you. And how people see you is the reality. So you have to focus on your reputation. You have to manage your name. You have to manage your reputation. What sells is how people perceive you. So your focus must be what you're selling in the market. So be careful not to send contradicting messages to to your target audience. For example, if you operate a school and a grocery, you have to make up your mind what you want people to see you if you're a beginner. You can't afford to do stuff like Tesla. Elon Musk, we know him with space exploration and Tesla. But guess what? He has reached the top. He can sell 10 things at the same time. When you're a beginner, you can't do that. You can't try to push 2 brands at the same time as a beginner. It doesn't work. You have to communicate the same message over and over again to your target audience until your name resonates with your product. Does that make sense? Did you learn anything today? Thank you very much, and God bless you.